The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Black Lincoln Collective, its guests, or decent human beings. You have been warned. The robot revolution will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Welcome to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make it pop.
With your host, Parker. Featuring the sultry sounds of Fred and also Allan on the board.
Let's go already!
And now, let's start the damn show.
Welcome, one and all, to the 80th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. I'm waiting on the fart. Okay, thank you.
He was trying to time it, too.
The waiting is the hardest fart. That's funny.
I was going to hit the button, and when he stopped, I was like, nah.
I was waiting because I was expecting it to come anytime. So, welcome to the show. I am, of course, your host, Parker, and I am joined by the luxurious former Walmart employee of the month. I don't know. Fred.
That's one place I have never worked at.
No, I never worked there either.
I've never worked at Walmart.
I'm
proud to say.
That might be the only thing keeping me out of.
And tonight, introducing Allan. He's on the board. What's up, Allan?
What's up, Freddie and Matt?
Welcome to the show, Allan. What's new?
Chicken stew.
Yep. New farts again. People don't understand that, Allan, he saves it. He's saving it.
Yeah.
Allan, what he does, as soon as the show goes off every week, he immediately starts researching farts. And he spends, I don't know what like a archaeologist of farts would be, like what you would call that as
archaeologist.
I thought about that, but like, it sounds weird.
Archaeologist.
You see, sometimes they're smelly and sometimes they're not.
Fossilized farts.
Sometimes they're silent.
Anyway, that's good. All right. So anyway, thank you for joining us, fart guy. I was trying to think of an Indiana Jones fart reference, and maybe our guest will get one, but I got nothing. Indiana. See, I got nothing. Anyway, it's really hard to connect Indiana Jones to farts.
Farts. Yeah,
it is.
So
farts. Why does it have to be farts?
Why?
I hate farts.
Anyway, so welcome to the show. We are so glad you joined us. It is the 80th edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Hey. Next week, we're going to be playing the 76th edition because Fred's taking a week off because his lady is whining and dining him, 69 him all the way to Acapulco, Mexico. Is that where?
Yeah, right. You're going to Nashville, Tennessee.
The Acapulco of Tennessee.
Acapulco.
There's a place in Columbia. It's an RV park, and it's called the Acapulco of South Carolina.
Oh,
it has a little beach. And I've never been to Acapulco, so I assume it is true.
Is it? You said a trailer park or is it RV park?
RV park.
Everywhere, man.
I know, dude. You told me. I know, dude. You're right. You're absolutely right. They're taking over the world.
I'm like Randy Quaid.
I know how much the rents are. I get it.
I'm trying to tell him.
If I didn't have these 3 kids to be in the car with me all the time, me and the lady, we would buy an RV and go park. Just drive around the country. Why not?
Could you do that?
Could I do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could do that.
Yeah, I could
do that.
I'd do it.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't think you could do what? It's not like you have to drive around for 100 years. I mean, you could hang out somewhere for a month.
Yeah, but
If you're like, dude, we're gonna go. And
then a lot of people they group up when they do that shit too.
All right, so yeah, hold on. Without further ado, let me bring on our guest because he probably has. I don't know if this is an assumption in a good way or a bad way.
New York,
I feel like he has some experience. He lives in Florida.
So
he has some experience with RVs, I believe.
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the boss man, the head honcho, the big cheese, Steve Farace.
There you go.
What's going on, fellas? Wow.
How are you? Thank you for coming on. Yes, man. They're fired up because they all live in RVs.
Oh my god! It's like Walter White. You never know what's going on.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on in those RVs, dude.
You don't know what that smoke is coming out of there.
You don't know what's buried under those.
I believe them people are like close knit though, because you got to know. You can't just park your RV next to somebody and not know who's next to you. So those people.
But I feel like that might be the best part of the RV.
There's a network of those people, man.
The best part of the RV is what you said, Parker?
Is parking by some random person and being like, now we're neighbors. Whether they like it or not. For the next 16 hours, we're neighbors while I empty out my poop holes.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know what they're called.
Scary movies are made of.
Right.
Yeah.
My fear would be that I would park my RV and I would wake up in the morning and it would be rolling. And someone would have taken it with me in it. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Some of those RVs deal, so it's just like you're just bumping around in there.
That would be my biggest fear because you never know where you're gonna go.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, somebody could just hook up to your shit and pull.
Yeah, I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's that easy, but I feel like it would be.
Just pull you away, dude.
Parker didn't show up for this week's episode. I don't know what he's at.
No, we finally have our rolling studio.
I went to the RV park, man. It wasn't there.
What if we did that, Fred? What if me, you, and Allan rented an RV for the summer, and we took the show on the road. We quit our jobs.
Right. Fuck our families.
Why? Yeah, exactly. I already told you our idea was selling fake drugs out of an RV.
Yeah.
We could go up and down the East Coast. Steve's got a guy down there.
Yeah. Guys in Brooklyn.
So, Steve, again, welcome to the show. We're so thankful you were able to come on. It's been a while, but we have been on the Pop Culture Pros Network for a little while now, and we're loving it, loving the camaraderie, and, obviously hanging out with the other guys and gals. It's been really cool, and you guys group text more than anyone I've ever experienced in my life.
And that's not our only group. That's not. I got.
No, it's not. I was like, he's only got me in the one.
You in the inner circle, man.
I'm just in the general. I'm like, there's offshoots that are like,
you're like the seventh outer circle.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that, man.
That's in the C team.
He's Pluto. He's way out there.
Like once every 73 messages, I'm like, yes, and then or like thumbs up emoji. That's like the extent of my texting.
Do you like ketchup?
I love getting me some ketchup. I don't know what you guys were talking about earlier today, but there was some weird shit going on. I saw Wendy's pictures and all kinds of stuff.
Well, the famous. That's what I was starving this morning. We're talking about breakfast sandwiches. Yeah, and up in the city, up in New York, it's bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. Sure, all one word. Yeah, all one word.
Yeah. Bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Yeah, it's all one word. On a bagel, on a roll, whatever. Kaiser. Yeah. But Eric from the A to Z program, the host of that program, he chimes in. He says, "No, you can't do breakfast with ketchup. I'm not a 5-year-old." And then Dave chimes in, and I just was like, "How many people on my on this network feel that way? Yeah, I might have to reassess." Direction of life.
Yeah, I like ketchup on breakfast.
Yeah, I put ketchup on my stuff. Yeah,
down here,
not a lot.
Well, you in Florida, you got Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? You've been to Waffle House, right? You know what I'm saying? On my hash browns, I can't do it on my egg. I can't do it on my egg.
Absolutely hash browns.
But like in my hash browns, most
would you do it on a biscuit, like a chicken biscuit? You put some ketchup on there. Put jelly on there.
No,
you don't put anything on there. Eat that shit dry.
Cheese on it. Yeah,
cheese is almost a condiment.
Jesus,
almost. Well, I mean, as a biscuit goes, biscuit goes, because biscuits are, they're just dry as shit, man. Yeah. I love them.
Nah, you get a good biscuit.
Good biscuit. Yeah, but we're talking about Hardee's. We're talking about like McDonald's, not a Hardee's biscuit.
I'm sorry, we're in the food again.
I'm sorry.
We got off in the food again, man.
He said it.
We in the foodiverse.
If the guest leads us to it, we can jump in head first, Fred. Yes. Let me tell you how I made an aioli the other no.
What is this? Biscuits?
I have been to Chinese buffet twice in 2 weeks.
You know, I had wondered if the buffets were all going to go away after the COVID thing.
Yeah, no, them Chinese buffets.
My Chinese buffets are going strong, baby.
Long money. Long money.
So no, yeah, my son and my wife forbade us from ever going to Chinese buffet, which I get. I don't blame her for it. But then, like, recently, she and my daughter have been kind of going and doing their own thing, which is totally cool. So I'm like, me and the boys, you know, are we get to go do that means we can do whatever we want. Yeah. And so every week, I'm like, dude, what do you want?
He got all excited because he can go to the buffets again.
It's like, Chinese buffet. And I'm like, me and your Uncle Allan used to go to Chinese buffet every Sunday.
Yes.
And we were so stupid, but it's so good. But I had to tell him, like, stay away from this whole shelf. Like, just don't get the sushi. Don't get fish. Like, just don't get that stuff. Like, and you'll be better for it.
Yeah.
We got the Chinese buffet. It's got hibachi in it.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Yeah. Like, I never get the hibachi. You get the hibachi?
No, hell no, I don't get the hibachi.
No, I don't get it. My wife ordered the hibachi. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You come to a buffet to order hibachi.
That's a risky move, man. Just like the sushi. That shit looks enticing.
Yeah, but
it's like the fucking apple that Adam and Eve ate. It should look good. And then as soon as it happened, they're like, we fucked up. And that's exactly what happens every time I do buffet sushi. I'm like, I fucked up. And there's nothing I can do now. Like, yeah, now I'm at its mercy. I'm at the mercy of the dragon.
Fucked up.
Yeah. So, Steve, you are down in Orlando, right?
No, I'm in. I think we talked about this. I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Did you say that earlier?
Fort Lauderdale. No. In chat.
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, in the chat. Yeah, that's right. I'm bad at remembering.
Is that on the Gulf side?
Me too.
Fort Lauderdale is on that's on the Atlantic Ocean side, right?
Yeah. Right.
They're about 20, 25 miles from Miami.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's about a 40-minute drive to South Beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Miami, you know.
Yeah.
I went to right by the Everglades here.
Okay.
Let's like get rid of anything.
Are you good down there? You partying? What's up?
You want to get rid of anything?
I want to know that you living that life or you chilling? You know what I'm saying?
No. I've lived down here for a little over 20 years now. When I first moved down here, yes, I was on. Yeah. When I first turned 21, I was on South Beach quite often.
Oh my god!
And why would you not be, dude?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you
can't.
In the area, you gotta go.
You got to.
And I mean, a few interesting stories, but one, we were in the club, just ordered drinks. Yeah. And we turn it around, and who walks in? Suge Knight. And we're like, down the drink, let's get the hell out of here. No, this is 99.
Yeah. This is after Easy died.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
We don't want to be where Suge Knight is right now.
Yeah. Anything can happen in there. Yeah. Fuck that.
That's great.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Just don't do
man, that seemed like that was a good time back then. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a fun time. You know what I mean? Fun.
For sure. No. It was a lot of fun. And then, there was the murder of what's his name down there, the fashion guy. No, that was recent, but I'm talking about
that name?
Versace dude or whatever.
Versace, yes.
Yeah. Versace, yeah.
Yes. Versace, Farace.
Oh, you talking about triple extension?
Yeah. Triple extension? Is that how you say?
Yeah.
I have never been able to. I've never said that name out loud because I never knew how to say it. Yeah. I thought it was like triple excitation. I don't even know. Like, I would just call it like, oh, it's that guy.
Yeah,
triple excitation. I don't even know. I don't know.
Look, now I can't say it anymore.
Right, exactly. You can't say it.
I get that same thing all the time.
Yeah.
Somebody says something wrong a few times, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm
Then
saying
you
it
question
wrong.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
It's like my kids do that. They'll repeat the same word over and over till it loses meaning.
Right.
You know, and then you're just saying this like these noise. Yeah, it's weird. It grosses
Just
me
saying
out.
bleh. Yeah.
It makes you feel weird. I don't like it. Makes me feel funny. So, Steve, of course, like I said, you got to plug the network that we are on. That we sometimes remember to plug. We always plug at the beginning of the show, but sometimes remember to plug because I suck at it, and Fred never reminds me. I blame Fred.
You suck at it. I blow at it. Motherfuckers.
I blame it right on you there. Wow.
Yeah. I like to deflect the blame. I'm the host, so I get to deflect the blame. It's the only time I'll admit to it.
Look, so actually, I started along with a partner a long time ago, 2011, a site, and we called it cinesportstalk.com. So it was Cine for the cinema, sports talk. Brilliant.
Okay, yeah. I got you.
So we got into that podcasting way back then when it was like, how the hell do you do podcast? What do we have to do? How do we get ourselves out there? I mean, we're all still trying to figure that out these days. But we went for a while there, and then partnerships sometimes evaporate.
It happens, yeah.
So that happened at the very beginning of the pandemic. He moved on to some other things, and I decided I still wanted to go this path. I love it. Love what I do.
Right.
Love giving things away. Loving interacting with everybody. The podcast, the fans. And so I started this one up in October of 2020. And everybody came over with me because it was going to be no more. So they all came over to me. So we just got right back on it.
Yeah.
Kept it alive. And we've been obviously adding some shows over the years. Along with you guys, we added Skyliner Views right around the same time.
That's a Disney show, Fred.
That's the Disney show.
Oh, really?
Right.
That's the Disney show. Very fun show. They're actually right in the middle of a series where they're talking about either refurbishing certain parks or what should they do to refresh, like Epcot and those kind of things.
Oh, okay.
That's their deal right now. And always looking for more shows. Look, yeah. I don't even remember. Where do we find each other? Where do we find
I have no idea.
Facebook?
I think you popped up on one of those groups or something.
Yeah. So I go on what is it? Reddit.
I was looking for some crack in Miami. Yeah. And I went to South Beach with my microphone.
I dropped Facebook for Reddit. I'm like not on Facebook anymore at all.
I've done a little bit here and there on Reddit, but I don't know how to do. I don't know how to be great with Reddit. So I get
hard though. Like it's hard
Reddit's
to get your post seen on
what's
on
a vote
Reddit.
up and what's these weird icons and what's happening.
It's really like with Reddit, you're throwing yourself to the wolves. Like,
you really are, dude.
It's not like, oh, these are my friends. These people don't give a shit about me.
No,
they're
the best part of Reddit is
dreams.
the comment. The best part of Reddit is the comment.
Oh yeah,
it never ends up the way. Like it could be, what's the greatest city in the world? And the last response will be like the number 8.
Yeah, they're like,
now I got to read 800 comments to see how.
You got to read that.
Why they meant that? Yeah, no, it's awesome. Well, yeah. So it is, and like you said, most of the guys it seems like for the most part on the network are out of the New York area, and it's very sports and entertainment centered.
Sports. So it's sports and pop culture. So and that's how you leave it kind of loosey goosey. You can talk about anything.
Right. Pop culture pros.
Speaking of music, I wrote down during the intro, Sir Farts a lot for Allan.
Yeah, Sir Farts a lot.
That is a good, that's probably the most accurate.
Well, and okay, so we got a couple of Timmy and Ed. They're in New York City.
Right.
Eric is 2 hours outside of New York City in upstate New York in a very questionable area. A city of 14 called city called Deposit.
Deposit?
Not a lot of time. Yeah. Deposit.
Love it. Dude, hey, that's Fred. You and Allan need to meet Eric. You guys would like him. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's definitely cool.
Yeah,
He's the coolest person in Deposit, I tell you that.
That's not saying much.
I'm not saying much. I'm not getting in trouble. No. He's vicious. He's quick on the text, too. They must have good cell service up there. They might not have much else to do, but they got good cell service. Maybe that's what it is. They don't have anything else to do.
Cell service.
Yeah, and he's also, I don't know if you guys know, he's a former wrestler. He's
right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
oh, nice.
He went up he was in the Pennsylvania scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Caleb probably knows him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. My
Fred's
my
wife
wife's
is
brother,
from
my
that
brother-in-law, he was like Pennsylvania state championship, high school state championship. Yeah, so
We're talking about
Eric's very
professional
old,
wrestling.
but I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Is he professional? I mean, well,
Not like Greco-Roman wrestling.
It's like
that's what I'm saying though. But that's where that shit comes from.
Yeah,
brother.
that kind of
Your smell. I can't do that shit like that.
I can do that. Eyebrow. All my parts move together. It's a very finely tuned machine that can't. If one thing can't, moves all.
Hey, look at that shit! Look at that!
Oh,
talent oozing.
It doesn't help that my eyebrows are the same color as my skin. So
that's a whole different thing. When you left,
It works in your favor though.
yeah, right.
When you left,
look.
Steve complimented you on your tapestry behind you. So
yeah,
proud of your studio.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, I call him sneezes.
It only took 2 years to get that there.
It took him 2 years to do that.
2 years, 2 long years for that $12 tapestry to get. Although I'm sure it was more than that because it looks very high quality.
$19.
Did you get it on Shein? Do you know what Shein is?
Shein?
Shein,
No,
yeah.
I got this on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
You're going classy. The Shein is like you remember Alibaba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the website Alibaba, where you're like, they're like they'll give you anything for like 48 cents, but it takes like 6 months to get it.
Oh, Wish.
Well, yeah, but Shein is like the new version of that,
of Wish,
where everything is like $1.
Yeah,
they're like everything is basically $1. We can't guarantee that's actually what you say it's going to be. It's a lot like Wish, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like I ordered something off Wish one time and it never came, but I kept getting like the little bubble package, like the little about like that. You know what I'm saying? I kept getting them and they were empty. They would send them like over and over. I got like 12 of them over a span of a year, and they just kept sending one package with
without the thing in it.
Nothing in it, and just
that's your wish. That was your wish was in it.
I opened it, didn't say nothing. I let my wish go.
That was it. You're supposed to put it in there and send it back.
They kept sending it to me, and I just kept.
You should have pooped in it and sent it back. Your wishes come true.
That's where that saying comes from.
Exactly. That's exactly where it comes from.
What fills up first?
So, Fred, we're not here to talk about shopping, Fred.
No,
I don't think so. I mean, we can talk about shopping. I don't really have any good shopping stories that I can think of off the top of my head. What do you think? No, I got nothing.
No.
But what I do have, Fred.
Women be shopping.
Well, speaking of hilarious jokes like you tried to make,
yeah,
I think we're gonna do. That's not really sports though. I don't have any music for that, so we'll just do this. Construction sounds.
Yeah, the construction sounds always work.
Construction sounds are their best background music for a draft, Fred.
We're having a draft.
We're having this is 9.5 minutes of construction sounds, so I'm going to turn that off. So that's 2 minutes. That's just too much. Too much construction sounds. I'm going to turn it down.
of construction.
So we're going to do, Fred, as promised in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Steve has joined us so that we can do a stand-up comedian draft.
Hey.
And as guest, he gets the first pick because, we want to put the pressure on him. So the pressure's not on us.
A lot of pressure.
And Allan gets the second pick because we assume he won't do so great. Possibly.
What are you talking about?
Possibly.
He's very much like, I'd like one Ryan Leaf, please. one Jamarcus Russell for me. And more recently, I'd like a Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
So he'll, but I'm sure he'll do
Baker
great.
Mayfield fan?
He is. Allan loves him. So does Fred.
Okay,
Why not?
we do have somebody on the site that is a huge Baker Mayfield fan.
What?
Really?
Yeah, Dave. Dave on Unsportsmanlike Conduct.
Okay.
Yeah, big, huge.
Well,
huge.
you can't.
Well, I can't even lie because I was a fan when he was with the Browns because remember I picked him to win the
Swag.
Super
You
Bowl.
picked him to win the Super Bowl. You did.
I picked him to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they had such a squad. I mean,
Yeah.
how could you not?
They're still the Browns, dude.
Yeah, the Browns though.
Yeah,
So
the Browns.
Fuck the Browns.
yeah,
Go
to the
Steelers.
Browns. To the Browns.
Anyway, that's not what we're here for, Fred. We're not here to talk about Baker Mayfield and your man crush on him.
Oh
Were
yeah.
those Allstate commercials he did? Some.
They were funny. Yeah, they were funny though.
It's not like he wrote
Part
them,
of his
Fred.
career.
I know, but he still had to deliver them.
Yeah. Turn the light off at my house. Baker Mayfield.
Hey, he delivered those lines with passion.
Oh my God, I hate that guy. So I was glad he came to Carolina. I thought he was going to do something in Carolina. He didn't.
No, he did not.
So
No
that's
matter who
okay.
you bring to Carolina.
And then where'd he go? He went to
LA, Rams.
LA and won one game, and everybody was like,
They're
"Oh!"
like, it's what keeps happening to him, though, dude. He goes and wins a few games, and they're like, he's back. And then he's like, no, I still suck.
He's never been here.
So what we're going to do, Fred, is Allan's going to get the second pick. We're doing 4 rounds. And for the fourth pick, or the third pick, I guess, whichever way you want to look at it, I say me and you do best 2 out of 3 rock, paper, scissors, because there's nothing better for radio than a nice game of rock, paper, scissors. So, what I want you to do is say the thing that you throw when you throw it.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay.
Our hands.
You don't have to,
Hands
you can
up.
just jerk it. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Sorry. The practice round. I shot the middle finger at Fred to teach him a lesson. All right. But I also got a strategy now. All right.
Okay.
Rock,
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it, paper.
paper.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes, scissors beat paper. That's 1. We got a player playing best 2 out of 3.
Oh, right, let's do it.
You're not out of it yet, Baker.
Okay.
Rock, scissors, shoot.
I don't know.
It's the third pick. I'll take the fourth pick. Because I feel like I've got an advantage. And somehow. All right. So, Allan, do you have any draft music? I bet you don't.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I can do some.
You won that bet.
The draft begins. So we're going to let Steve pick first. Steve, who you got, buddy? Who's your number 1 overall stand-up comedian?
I've already had a great debate all day about the GOAT in a sport, and that's LeBron broke the record yesterday.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of LeBron, Michael Jordan talk today, and there's certainly a few different directions we can go here.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to go a little bit more towards the newer generation and take Mr. Dave Chappelle off the board right at.
We knew it was coming.
I knew that was it. That was it. Good pick. That's a good
Dave
pick.
Chappelle.
Come on up,
And
Dave.
great pick.
Come on up. Let me get you the jersey. It's right there. You got that.
The Fighting Farace. All right. So, of course, I don't think anybody. Like I said, we kind of feel like that's like Dave Chappelle is like his own tier. He is like the God tier. And then, have you ever seen him live, Steve?
No, I wish
I got
he was here last year, I think. and I was out of town or something. I couldn't get there.
I tried to go see him probably 2009, 10, something like that. And like I was on my phone. I had to get tickets off my phone because I didn't have a computer. So like 10 o'clock, I knew it was gonna sell out quick. So 10 o'clock, I'm on the thing, refreshing. I can't get in. The specials come out on Netflix or whatever. And he was telling a joke, talking about, black people, they don't come to my shows. And the reporter was like, why is that? Why are you thinking that? He's like, because they don't have good internet. I was like,
he knows me. Yeah. I was working, I saw him in 2003.
It was in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, I was working at a comedy club, and we worked with Comedy Zone in Charlotte, and they had sent us a couple of tickets for the show, like last minute, awesome. And they're like, if you want to, well, this was literally in February, and the Chappelle show, the first season started in March, like at the end of March that year.
Yeah,
this was like one of his last shows before he really blew up. And it was by far, and I worked in a stand-up comedy club, so like I saw stand-ups every night. Or at least like 3 nights a week.
Great job.
Yeah, it was super fun. And like, I was a bartender, so I was a lot of hate from me, but that's fine. Not toward the stand-ups, just toward this job. Because I was like, you fucking drunk bastards, give me your money. we talked about this. It was proven that the meaner I was to people, the more they loved me, which is exactly why we started this podcast. But because I'm like, fuck you, Fred. He's like, you want to start a podcast? I'm like, you're a piece of shit. He's like, great idea. Let's start a podcast. So I got to see him, like I said, in Charlotte. I went with a friend of mine, and he did like an hour and a half. It was just him. And they're literally not even like it, just a small little comedy club, pretty much. And he didn't tell a joke the whole time he was on stage. He just talked. Yeah. And like halfway through, he bummed a cigarette off somebody. And like, it's just, it was like, hey, can I bum the light? Bum the light off somebody else, It's fucking awesome.
For you too, Dave.
He's just like sitting there on the side of the stage talking. There's probably 70 people tops in this place.
Oh, that's the best kind of show.
Dude, it was the funniest thing. And like I said, I couldn't even tell you hardly anything that he said because it was just so free flowing. Yeah. It was just him having a conversation with everyone in the audience at once. Yeah. And it was amazing. I was like, that's the
best part of his show is just him communicating with people. It was just the talking, you know what I mean? That dude,
he was literally, so his tour bus was the Chappelle, it had Chappelle show on the side of it. Yeah. So like we took pictures with it afterwards and everything. And like, and like I said, it was right before he blew up. And it was amazing. It was, and that's why I was like, he's always going to be the best that I've ever seen.
And that's that back in the era where people were not offended by not.
Yeah, no.
Less offended.
Right.
Or if you were offended, you just didn't. No one gave a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was really what you'd be like. That offended me, and they're like, all right.
That was probably like the pinnacle of that time. You know what I'm saying? Everything after the Chappelle show was downhill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Leading us to where we are now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So we spent an hour on the first pick. That's okay because that's the first pick. You get to do that for the first pick. First overall pick. Yeah. Right. Yeah. All right. So Allan, let's see you not disappoint us. I swear he's going to take fucking Dane Cook or something. I swear.
No, actually, I was going to take. Oh shit! I forgot.
Just take Dane Cook. Just do what you were gonna do. Take Dane Cook.
Just do Dane Cook.
I did say Dane Cook live.
George Lopez.
Dane Cook, and I was like, no, it's not him. Actually, it's George Carlin.
Oh shit, man! Yeah, we took my first fucking rounder, man.
Yeah, I love George Carlin.
George Carlin, man.
Yeah, George Carlin's a hard to beat. Man. Another truth teller. Yep. Like, that just told it how it was, you know what I'm saying?
He did, man. And you see his shit still to this day.
Yeah.
It's so relevant. Other one that I was considering.
It's so fucking relevant.
Yeah, he was definitely in second. Yeah.
What he was talking about in the 80s, 70s, that shit is crazy, man.
It is crazy. Everything. And it's like almost all come true.
Yep.
He's just a smart dude who could communicate his really smart ideas in a funny way.
Right. Yeah.
Like he was smart enough to realize people would listen to him if he made them laugh.
Get on religion.
But that's what it is, though. Like it's getting your point across, your opinion. You know what I'm saying, to people. But when you make them laugh about it, we're like, you know what, that motherfucker might be right.
He said,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was
This is common sense.
On the drive home, you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that guy was, yeah. He's right.
Yeah, I say I pray to Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
The guy joked there.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All right. So no doubt, Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, first two off the board. We knew that was going to happen, Fred. This is where it gets good, Fred.
This is where it gets good. Okay.
Your pick. First pick.
I'm going to go with a man.
Do you have a team name before you hold on? Do you have a team name? I'm just asking because we had the Fighting Faraces, the Allan's fucking augers or whatever.
Oh, we're making up names. Nobody told me we were making up names.
Why not? Why wouldn't we have names?
I got given a name. I'm good with it though.
Okay.
What's Allan? Well, help me come up with Allan's team name first, and then you can. That'll give you some time to think.
Allan's.
No,
Okay.
no.
I don't know, Allan.
Like Allan's apples or some shit.
Allan's apple.
Allan's alphabet team.
I don't know, man. It's just
Right.
sound bites because he's on the board. So sound bites. Allan's butt. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Team fart. You got it.
There you go, team fart.
Team gas.
I'm team sneezes.
All right. That's an equally not well thought out name. Team sneezers.
What's your team?
We're team bad dream, man. I'm always team bad dream.
Team bad dream.
Oh,
Okay.
Team Bad Dream. That's right.
I'm always team bad dream because it's the best team name ever, Fred. Win or lose. Usually lose. All right, so Fred,
Yep.
who is your number one? Number
Okay.
one.
A lot of people aren't gonna like this,
I
but
already
this guy is funny, and I don't give a shit what he's
Swear to God,
done,
dude, if you take my fucking pick.
who he did it to.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't. Okay, never mind. That's not my pick. We're good.
I'm going with Louis C.K.
Oh, okay, Louis C.K. That's a
Okay.
good
I thought
pick.
you were going with
We did
Mencia.
it too.
I was more worried.
He thought I was gonna take Bill Cosby.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know.
He thought I was gonna take Bill Cosby.
Fred, you started off with like, hey, get ready for some college. When you say I don't care what he did to people, that's where I'm like, oh, Fred.
This guy killed 15 people, but he's funny though.
Like Jeffrey Dahmer, hilarious. Did you ever see his bit about the heads in the freezer? How you could never fit 8 heads in a freezer, even though they advertised that? Hilarious. He was the Gallagher of fucking triple murders.
Oh my God.
You want to
Okay.
see me smash some heads?
I like that. I like that he's the Gallagher of serial killers. That's funny.
That's perfect.
That makes me think I should. Now I want to, just because of that joke, I want to bring Gallagher into as my first background pick, but I can't.
No.
To the guy. I can't. That's not fair. But no, I do think Louis C.K. is very, very, very funny.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. We were talking about. I think I ended up talking to that dude about Glenn Ralph about that. About Louis C.K. at some point on his show, which you're going to be on his show as well. You were just on his show.
Yeah, I just did it before I did this. Yeah.
So do that. Go listen to the Glenn Ralph show on
It's hilarious.
GlennRalphShow.com.
Funny.
.org.
Some good stories in there.
/net.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear if what you can't tell the people is any indication of what it's going to be. And he told me last week he does not edit his shows.
No,
He's like, I don't want to, and I also don't know how to. So I'm not doing that, which I think is great. I think that's a great policy to have. Like, I neither want to nor know how to. So it's going to be something. So listen to the Glenn Ralph show. That being said, so we have to do just like in the real draft, Fred, in the NFL draft, we have to have like commercials in between every pick because we have to we got to get the sponsors. We got to have get the team, let them get the card up to the podium, our proverbial podium. So with the fourth pick, or the first overall pick for Team Bad Dream, I'm selecting R.I.P. baby, Norm Macdonald.
Norm,
yeah.
Norm Macdonald to me is like one of the funniest. He's right. He's the second to me for Chappelle. Like he's right there.
Yeah.
His delivery.
Yeah, he had his own style, man. Norm was funny though, man.
He thought of things in ways that you would never, same thing. Like we said, he thought differently than other people.
Right.
And like, you're just like, how in the hell? What? Like, how did he get that from what?
Yeah.
How did he get from A to B?
Right. And how did he make it like those stories he did on Conan where he would like meander in and out of his joke for like 8 minutes.
Yeah,
that's the funniest damn thing.
I
would have forgotten every which way,
funniest
any angle. No way.
I love it. All right, so there's our first round. Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Louis C.K., and Norm Macdonald. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with the second round of the Black Lincoln Collective Stand-up Comedian Draft with Steve Farace. We'll be right back.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast will return after a word from our sponsors.
The new episode of the Black Lincoln Collective podcast just dropped on BLC Podcast.com. You want to come to the bathroom and listen to it?
Sure.
The Black Lincoln Collective podcast, the only podcast for gays and gays in rest area bathrooms. This is the #1 rated podcast. So welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Obviously, we didn't miss a beat, ladies and gentlemen. We're still talking about fucking random ass songs and not the thing that we're literally doing on the podcast right now. So, we are back though with round 2 of the Black Lincoln Collective Stand-up Comedian Draft. So far, to remind you, Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Louis C.K., and Norm Macdonald are off the board.
Off the board.
The fighting Faraces are on the clock.
All right.
So I thought when you said RIP that you were going to take who I was going to grab next. Another RIP, and that's Robin Williams.
Oh, man,
that's a good one.
Dude.
I love Robin Williams. Poor guy. I mean, he's the now the personification of, depression isn't always
mental health.
The guy was always laughing, always joking, had a ton of money,
dude.
But all of it wasn't enough.
I remember a story like when Christopher Reeves, who played Superman, had his accident. Like Robin Williams came in and like lifted that dude up. You know what I'm saying? Like from a Great Depression. I'm saying, like he was so, down on himself that he had hurt it. He couldn't walk anymore. And Robin Williams got that dude to live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is a great man, dude.
Yeah, Robin Williams is a good dude. Yeah,
I love him.
All accounts.
I fucking hate Will Smith because he reprised his role as the genie. That was the dumbest shit.
Yeah,
the genie
ever. They should have left that shit in the fucking box,
especially for what he looked. I mean, he looked like.
Yeah, man. Come on. That shit was weak, man.
His golf skit is one of the best ever. His Robin Williams' golf skit. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but
his golf skit.
golf skit where he explains how they.
Oh yeah, he hit the fucking pool and then fucking get it. Yeah. He said,
put it right in the hole.
With the hole.
With a fucked up looking stick,
dude. Dude, that was what the 80s. Maybe 90s, early 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
80s, early 90s.
So he was coming off the coke.
Aggressive.
Yeah, he was coming off the coke. Yeah. Very hairy.
He had like 18 bottles of water.
Yeah, he was sweating his ass off on that show,
he
man.
Was crazy, that dude.
He was drenched.
Yeah.
But he was so
awesome.
high energy, man. Nobody.
Nobody. He couldn't. No, I couldn't do that. That's why we do a podcast and not stand-up comedy, because I can't stand up for an hour straight.
Sit-down comedy.
I saw somebody. I did see somebody the other day who was like, "Damn, if I get much fatter, I'm going to be one of those stool comedians. I'm not going to be able to stand up anymore." That cracked me up. I was like, "I feel you, buddy." All right, so Allan, you're on the clock. What you got? Team Fart.
Team Farts. I'm going to draft Bill Burr.
Oh. All right.
See, I think
that's a reach.
Would go early, you know what I'm saying? But like the new guys but I love Bill Burr. This dude's so
I think
funny.
Bill Burr is very funny, but I mean, I think that's a reach at 6.
No.
Remember,
I'm a Jets fan. And we take chances.
I know. You got
Jets.
Bill Burr don't give a damn, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
you ever see that Philly special where they was like, he started booing him? He just
no, he doesn't give a shit. You're right about that.
He ate their asses up for an hour. I don't give a fuck. I'm already paid. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't give a fuck. You ain't getting your money back.
That's true. He does not give a shit.
He don't care, dude. I love it.
And this guy wasn't. This guy of all guys in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he was.
That's right.
He was in Breaking Bad.
He was in the Mandalorian.
He was good in it too.
Yeah.
He was in Mandalorian. Yeah.
He said he didn't like acting though. Like,
right.
He said
he's a comedian.
He's a comedian. He's like, and that's what it is. He's a comedian.
Right.
A lot of comedians go into comedy to be actors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he just does it. He likes to do comedy.
Didn't he do the skit with Chappelle and
the racial draft?
The racial draft?
Yeah. He was a commentator on the racial draft. Yeah.
And when they did the dice, when they played the dice.
The World Series of dice.
He got mugged at the
end. All right, Fred. So who you got? Your second overall pick?
All right. So, I mean, y'all just left him out there. I got to get him. No, probably not who you think. I'm going Richard Pryor.
I just said Richard Pryor. Yeah.
Oh, did you say Richard Pryor?
Yeah, because I thought he was seriously this close.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my first pick.
Yeah,
he's a steal.
He's a steal.
He's a steal. You know what I'm saying? That is a steal. You know what I mean?
The team's gonna kill ours when we have our stand-up comedian fight later. I don't know what we're drafting them for, but I guess
well, me and you are drafting dead guys, so I don't know.
It's true. Yeah, we're
gonna be short staff.
They're gonna be real hard to find. So if it's an endurance contest, they're gonna win. They can hold their breath the longest.
Make a hologram. Make a hologram.
Find a hologram. So yes, Rich Pryor is obviously again right there, top 3, probably top 4 comedians of all time. I probably screwed it up because you took Louis C.K. over him, and I don't know that was
no, but I really wanted Louis.
Black History Month, though, Fred.
Oh, man. All right.
Did you see? I saw somebody posted something that they got fired, and they're like, "You can't fire me! It's Black History Month." That shit
got canceled.
Yeah, I did.
If he doesn't,
I'm on this podcast. I'm bound to get canceled. Anybody hears this outside
we're waiting.
Circle. Yeah.
If anybody listened, we would have been canceled.
I'm gonna get swatted. Like they're gonna show up.
That shit scares me, man. After, like I told you last week, man, my wife's been watching all those cop shows, and I'm afraid.
Yeah, you should.
You got me scared, man. Not because I'm doing anything illegal, just because like
naked and afraid.
Naked and afraid.
That's what happened when they come to his house.
all that Wednesday afternoon.
That is the worst thing to ever happen if you go to jail naked.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't gonna be like, put your clothes on. You know what I'm saying? They like,
right. Like, he's just naked now.
He's just fucking naked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Step 1 is already done for us.
Halfway to clean, halfway to deloused. All right, so my pick, Fred, and great pick with Richard Pryor is another RIP. Just taking all the deadies. This one is Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg, okay. Yeah.
Remember Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah, I like Mitch Hedberg.
He had the potential to be one of the funniest comedians of all time.
I used to
like
do
maybe
cocaine.
the best.
Wear like the Dahmer glasses, right?
I still do.
But I also used to do it. Yeah. And all of his comedy was just so like off the wall.
It's so funny. It's simple. So it's simple, but his delivery.
Simple stuff, yeah.
Like, yeah, the way he delivered it. Man.
Yeah. Oh, man, so good. So good. But yeah, so that's mine. All right, so back to the top of the order.
Uh-oh.
We go. Yeah. Well,
how many rounds we doing?
Third pick. We are doing 4 picks. 14. 4 people. Okay. Yeah, so we're playing Foursquare.
2 more.
What's the sport they can play 4 on 4? Indoor.
2 on 4.
Yeah, cornhole.
Yeah, I guess. Volleyball. No, that's 2 on 2.
Volleyball, yeah. Oh, pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah. Tennis.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Pickleball.
Yeah,
I'm against pickleball, Steve. I don't know if you love it. You may be a semi-pro.
No. Let me tell you a really, really quick story. My son's playing baseball at we have a Central Park down here. Fake Central Park. So my son plays baseball there. Taking him a game.
Florida Central Park.
Florida Central Park. There is there's pickleball courts there, which whatever. I'm not here to judge, but I go there on this Saturday. I park, and this woman comes over to me and says, "You can't park here." I'm like, "What do you mean I can't park here? I'm here. The baseball field's here. I park here every single time." Not sure. Come on, bud. Let's go. No, today's the pickleball tournament. And I said, "What do you mean it's a pickleball tournament?" She said, "People pay to park here." I said, "I paid for my son to play baseball here, and I'm right next to the field." Yeah. And then she says, "You know what? I'm just going to get somebody, and they're going to tell you about the pickleball." I said, "Nobody cares about your." I said,
dumb.
Yeah, nobody cares about your pickleball tournament. I'll move because my son's here, and I'm not going to go over the top here.
Yeah.
But nobody cares about pickleball.
Nobody cares about your pickleballs.
The whole world.
Yeah, they're going crazy. We were talking about it the other day.
Eli Manning is playing Gronk in a game of pickleball tomorrow on Eli
What
Manning's
is it?
show.
Is it like tennis?
It's like baby tennis
in a micro tennis court.
It's like really lazy advanced. I can see why, Fred. Honestly, we should get into it.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
The more I think about it, the less movement there. It's almost like it's like if you had it's like playing tennis in a mechanical wheelchair.
I'm not playing pickleball. I'm not playing disc golf. I'm not playing these
disc golf.
You don't play disc golf?
I have never played
white people games.
Reverbs of real sports.
There's sports that only white people can win at, right? That's how they get you.
That's it. That's all
we are inherently good at throwing frisbees.
They like black people are taking over all the other sports.
Right.
You have nothing left.
But if there's no movement and there's no jumping, and you can't leave your feet, and you also can't stretch out, we got a chance. Let's call it pickleball.
Chris Rock said, what did he say? He said, black people taking over hockey. He's going to be skating down there and go smack it with his dick. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to PK Subban.
Cedric the Entertainer also did a skit in the Kings of Comedy back then on black people playing hockey. Yeah, we don't skate well. You know, I just hope I hurt my whole damn hip. Yeah, I fell down. He actually busted his ass on stage. Hilarious.
All right. So speaking of Cedric the Entertainer, I don't think he's going to be your pick, but he could be. It's on back to the Fighting Faraces. Round 3 begins.
I am gonna go. I want to see who I got here. Okay. I'm going with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, there you go. I was wondering
Good
when
pick,
he was
too.
going to come off the board, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did see.
This is a steal.
There you go.
No?
Oh
yeah,
that's-
definitely.
Yeah,
That's a steal.
yeah, that was gonna be.
Yeah.
I like it.
We need a bigger
You
league.
took my pick.
Spread this talent out. No, Eddie Murphy's awesome. Like I said, I was telling Fred, I watched New People earlier this week. And I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was about what I expected.
He was talking a stand-up comeback right before the pandemic. I mean, like 2 months before the pandemic.
Yeah.
I heard him on, I think, Sway in the Morning on Sirius XM. And him, Arsenio, and Sway was having a conversation. And maybe the pandemic was hitting because Arsenio pitched him an idea. He said, I heard about this comedian who's doing stand-up at drive-in theaters. He said, maybe you could do your first show at a drive-in theater. And Eddie Murphy said, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm Eddie fucking Murphy. I'm gonna fucking do my first comeback at a drive-in goddamn theater. I said, what the fuck? I felt so bad for Arsenio because he was berating the shit out of Arsenio.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
Eddie fucking. He said, you answer that question. You answer that question,
Yeah,
Arsenio.
you can play to 60 people. Like, dude.
Am I gonna do my first comeback show at a drive-in theater?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, man. But when Raw came out, shit, that was like,
Oh man,
turning
that's
a lot of people, yeah.
but that's the thing about it though. I really do wish he would come back and do. I would love to see that.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And Netflix would pay the fuck out of
Oh,
him.
hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know what
I'm
I
sure
mean?
he'll do it. I'm sure he'll do it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Just a matter
just
of when.
to win. It's a win.
Well, I mean, like I said, he was good. You know, he was probably the bright spot of that movie, which is expected. Again, you know,
right? Yeah.
like Jonah Hill plays the fool opposite the funny. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but I thought it was good. I thought it was fine.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Yeah, it's the standard. Like I said, you could take that script. They've done it. And they've made it 20 times.
Right.
Different one with a little tweak here, a little tweak there, but it was fine.
This hit on some more serious tones in conversation.
Time, yeah.
Right. Okay. 'Cause I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
The black parents and you got the Jewish parents
Oh, okay. So they're going to Jewish
on the
side.
other side.
What a twist!
Okay. Yeah. Okay. David Duchovny's Jewish. I didn't know he's Jewish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dave Duchovny's funny as hell in the movie as well. Yeah.
yeah, David Duchovny's funny.
But it was interesting. Like I said, it's worth watching.
Zoolander, he was hilarious.
He was
My favorite David Duchovny movie is the one with the dinosaurs.
The one with the
Dinosaurs with the alien dinosaur
what was
shit.
it? Was it Orlando? Somebody? What was
Yeah, Orlando
Jones or whatever.
Jones. That's it. Oh my god! I
What
can't
was the
think
name of that?
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that movie.
So we're
It
gonna stop the show while we all try to think of a movie.
had had Stifler in it. Stifler was in it.
Evolution.
Evolution. Yeah.
A firefighting cadet, 2 college professors, and a geeky but sexy government scientist work against alien organism that's been rapidly evolving.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That was pretty star-studded for the time.
Yeah,
Julianne Moore, David Duchovny, Sean William Scott, Orlando Jones, Ethan Suplee.
Wow.
Orlando Jones is from where we broadcast. Just so
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
from Malden.
Yep.
Yep. So there you go. Shout out to Orlando Jones. Maybe we get him on the show. Why not?
Get him on the show. He ain't done shit.
I'll text
He
him.
used to be the 7-Up dude.
Yeah,
he was the 7-Up.
Yeah.
dude.
And now he just
He worked at the Wendy's in Malden.
he might still work at Wendy's.
Like nobody knows where Malden is, but he worked at Wendy's.
If you know where Malden is, you know where Wendy's is.
That
You
way.
can go meet Orlando Jones from 4 to 7, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And the drive-through window.
He's late for his shifts.
Yeah, he's like, like, come meet him. Also, large fries are $1 off. just tell him what you want to eat. But, I think Orlando Joe's probably a pretty cool dude. Anyway, okay. So, Allan,
It's
you're on the
off the
clock.
board.
All right. I'm gonna go RIP. It's Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
He's getting some respect. Finally,
my spot, man.
After he's dead, that's the way it always works.
Yes, that's the way I want my respect. That's what I'm saying.
Allan has an unhealthy love for Rodney Dangerfield, and so do I. Damn
I
it.
do. Rodney Dangerfield. Yep.
I already had him written out for my next pick. I was willing it to happen. All right,
we all have one dead guy.
Before, and I looked at my list wrong, and I missed him.
Well, I could see him being, again, hilarious guy.
Yes, he is.
One of the
Very
best.
funny. Very funny.
R.I.P.
So
He died in 2004. That was a while. I didn't realize it was that long ago. Anyway,
All
all
right.
right. So, Fred, you're on the clock.
yes,
Victory. Two more left.
two more left.
Two more
This
left.
is
Let's
my-
hear it.
This is my RIP. Do I have another RIP?
You already have one.
You can. There's no. You can use all the dead people you want, Fred. We don't
Give me all the. Oh, no, I'm going, my man, Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
Love Bernie Mac.
You don't understand. I whip my dick out, this whole room will go dark. Stirring like motherfucking coffee.
Yeah, in 2008.
2008, he did. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, very unexpected.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That was
Well, he was at the
pneumonia,
top
right?
of his game too, right?
Yeah. Like, he had the
That
Bernie
was
Mac show.
stunning death. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
right
he's
after.
50 something years old.
Yeah, he was like 50,
That's crazy.
I believe.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
His skit on the kids that he took in from his
Yeah. Cookies and-
No, that's what like
Look
the
at
Bernie
the-
Mac show was. They took that bit
Right.
and
Yep.
turned it into a TV show.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was
great.
great. It was so funny. Yeah. He
I
said,
remember Fred
He had
had
a lot of them.
Bernie Mac accent.
where the cookies and shit. Him downstairs.
Him downstairs. Who the fuck is him?
Yeah. Who the fuck? She says, you gonna buck her chest up like she wanna try me. Shit.
Shit.
Shit. I knock a motherfucker out.
A bust move.
Yeah. What's a motherfucking movie? That shit is fucking classic, man.
It is, dude. That's actually, it's funny. That's one of Louis C.K.'s favorite comedy bits.
Really, is it?
yeah?
Yeah, it should be, because that shit
I
is
saw an
hilarious.
interview with him where he was like, "That's like the funniest bit of all time."
Yeah, man. It really was though. Like that and the bus driver.
Yeah.
He was
Which didn't they make a show out of that too? Like,
He was teasing me.
Yeah, he was. Come on, man. I mean, that whole joke, the setup, punchline,
Everything. Yep.
perfect, man.
perfectly done. Yep.
Some of a bitch.
Some of it. And I don't know. I ain't gonna say that because I will get canceled. I probably. I'm not gonna say that. We'll just-
Probably better that you don't.
We'll leave it at that.
There you go. Enjoy. Feel free to, kids at home. Feel free to listen to all the Bernie Mac you'd like when the parents aren't around.
Yeah, there you go, man. You learn something.
That's right. Learn something. Teach yourself something,
Bernie
kids.
will teach you.
So I will, with my the last pick of the third round, Fred,
Where you going?
again, an oldie but a goodie, still alive. First person still alive on my team, Steve Martin.
Hey.
I know that's maybe, I don't know if it's an underrated, like his
I love Steve Martin, man.
his comedy is just so like.
Did you do that again, Freddie?
Yes, please do. They got the whole screen on.
Nice, good. I missed it.
I love Steve Martin, man.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
a funny dude. Like
He's
my
hilarious.
wife, like she watches that Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
And I won't watch it because she watches it. So, like, but I really want to watch it. I really want to watch it.
Scott, what's her name in it? She's very pretty.
Steve
Selena,
Martin?
whatever.
Selena Gomez. Yeah, Selena.
Yeah, Selena Gomez. She's very pretty. So you can
Yeah,
watch her for that.
She's a pretty chick.
I watched
yeah,
two of those.
Steve Martin, Martin Short. Yeah, they're
both hilarious. Yeah.
they're
No, they're both hilarious. No, they're both hilarious.
Their time on Saturday Night Live, like that's where grew to love him. You know what I'm saying? Their time
Well, Steve Martin did that Scrooge skit was.
Yeah, that shit is so funny, man.
Yeah,
but like him, Dan Aykroyd with the with two wild and crazy guys. It's so funny.
Too funny. Yeah. All right, so we're on to round 4, the last round.
Final
round. Ding ding.
Final round. Fight.
I did it.
Yeah.
So, all right, Steve, who's your last pick? I know it's going to be a hard one.
This is tough.
It's hard to pick.
This is
This is tough because this is rounding out your team.
Yes.
The fourth
this is an anchor.
Yes. And it's got to be, it's got to be somebody with, legendary status, has been able to do it all over the years in different situations and stuff like that. And I didn't do this on purpose, but I'm going with Jerry Seinfeld.
All right.
I'm going with my boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jerry was funny.
What's the deal with that?
But you know what?
What's the deal with your
What's
pick?
up with that? I love what he's been able to do with the comedians in cars, getting coffee.
Yeah.
That's been incredible with number one, the cars, but just the Jim Carrey, was it the first episode? And he doesn't go open his gate to go in the car. He scales his front wall. Jim Carrey does. Climbs over the wall, and then gets in Jerry's car. So that's where
Jim Carrey should be right. I wouldn't be surprised if he got picked in this.
But
yes,
he's not a comedian.
Jim Carrey started out as a stand-up.
I know, but
right. No, I'm not saying he's going to get picked. I'm not saying I'm picking him.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's funny.
He's hilarious. I love Jim Carrey.
But George Seinfeld is the pick. I think that's or Jerry Seinfeld. George Seinfeld. George Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld is the pick.
You merge the two together.
So Steve's team is Dave Chappelle, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, and Jerry Seinfeld. That's a pretty good team.
That's a solid team.
I feel like my team is the Jets of this fucking thing already. Anyway, so Allan's might be right there. All right, now Allan, yours is pretty good too. All right, Allan. So, what is your fourth and final pick?
My final pick is Chris Rock.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I feel like you might have stole that
foundation, the rock of what your team stands upon.
He can take a slap and keep on going.
Yeah, sure, didn't slow down.
And keep on digging.
Keep on digging. There you go.
Holy shit!
That was just like shit out of
That was so when that happened. Of course, Fred being our entertainment reporter, was like, all right, listen, guys. Like, as soon as that, right after that, because we had a show like the next night or whatever, he's like, all right, listen, we're not going to talk about the slap.
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it.
What? 2 minutes into the show, Fred's like,
that was no. You started that shit.
I didn't start
that. You did.
I'll slap you right now. Keep your name out my mouth. Whatever. Keep my name out my mouth. Anyway, so yes, I think Chris Rock, great pick, Fred or Allan.
Great pick.
Fred, you're on the clock. Who's going to round out your
man? It's so hard for me.
You're going to say Bill Cosby, aren't you? I think it's okay if you do.
What happens?
To not say Bill Cosby. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go with Bill just because of the implications.
No, fair enough.
I am going to go a different way, and I'm going to go with George Lopez.
Give me a break.
Hey, man.
Really, George Lopez?
Yeah, I'm going with Lopez, man.
I'm not even like Fluffy.
Gabriel is funny too. You know what I'm saying?
He's funny dude, man.
He is. He's very funny. But
without George, there wouldn't be no Fluffy.
There would be no Fluffy.
Maybe.
That's true. You're right. Well, okay. I'm not a huge.
Give me a break.
Give me a break. That's the only thing I like about George Lopez is that I can say that I can do that. And it's the only thing I can do.
George Lopez show was funny though. Like,
but we're not talking about the George Lopez show. We're talking
I know, but even his stand-ups are funny though. Like
his stand-ups are like all right.
If I spoke Spanish, they'd probably be a lot funnier.
No, actually, not really.
No, they'd be less funny. See, the mystery is out of it. So you think he says something funny, and you're like, "Oh, hilarious!"
No. He was all right, but
that's okay.
I mean, like, what? Oh, that must be funny because they're laughing.
I would have gone with Dave Attell or somebody like that.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah. So Allan's team: George Carlin, Bill Burr, Rodney Dangerfield, Chris Rock. Pretty solid team. Fred. Team Sneezers, mind you.
Sneezes.
What?
Sneezes.
You should have made it the N-word, so I couldn't say it. I'm glad you didn't. But Louis C.K., Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, and George Lopez. That's a very diverse group. There, Fred.
It is very diverse.
Well done.
And I'm gonna add to mine, and this came down to 2, actually 3 people, but. And this could be controversial, Fred. And if it is, that's okay. Yeah. My last pick is Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Okay, that is a good pick.
That's a good pick.
First of all, she's hilarious.
Yes, she
is above all other ladies' crudenesses.
Yeah.
Crudenesses.
Well, she ain't Roseanne Barr.
No, well, yeah, and also pretty hot.
Yeah,
beautiful lady. That helps.
Yeah, she is. She is
hotter than Roseanne Barr.
Yes, hotter than Roseanne Barr.
If that, for some reason, if that's the scale now, like I don't know why we went on how we got to the bar graphs.
I refuse to live in a world where that's the scale.
Roseanne Barr would be funny.
That's the bottom. She's the bottom tier. She's like 0. Yeah, Roseanne Barr and who? Chelsea Handler. I guess I don't know.
Nah, dude.
No.
Sarah Silver.
Who's the sexiest female comedian?
Seriously.
Ali Wong.
No, she's not bad. I think Tina Fey is very attractive.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings is hot.
I like her.
I don't know. That's another draft, Fred, for another night.
I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
There are some. I will say, like there are some young lady comedians now who are very attractive.
Leslie Strong.
She's very attractive. Yeah.
She's very fun.
Yeah.
I like.
I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, but I mean, see, I've never seen her stand up. I'm sure it's funny though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about the AT&T chick?
I know.
Look at Steve.
Steve
Lily. Is that Lily?
Yeah, he's like, I like that iPhone deal. I get it.
He's like, returning customers get the same price as new customers. I can't resist it.
Really, those buttons seem like they're about to snap.
Oh, they're about to snap. Go break the camera lens.
Ping, ping. So thus concludes our sexist comedian draft. No, but that is so okay. So
female comedian draft.
I'm gonna run one more time through our team, and then we'll let you guys vote. Hashtag I lost. It's hashtag. It's totally hashtag. So Steve's team: Dave Chappelle, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Jerry Seinfeld. Allan's is George Carlin, Bill Burr, Rodney Dangerfield, and Chris Rock.
Good team.
Fred's is Louis C.K., Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, and George Lopez. And mine is Norm Macdonald, Mitch Hedberg, Steve Martin, and Sarah Silverman. Actually, I think my team's not that bad. But
I shouldn't have picked Lopez.
I feel like you. I don't know why you.
Give it back.
I made you do it.
If you had it over, who would you have taken there?
Yeah, if you had one honorable, you get one honorable mention, and then we'll wrap it up.
What honorable? I don't even know, man. Oh my god.
Well, who would be your fifth? You wouldn't have. We were going to do 5.
Yeah, my fifth.
We were going to do 5.
Mine would be a local comedian, Freddie H. That would be my fifth.
Freddie H.
Freddie
Hot Lips.
Yeah, Freddie Hot Lips. Freddie Hot Lips.
That's Freddie's stand-up alter ego.
I'm going to go new school. Big J. Okerson.
Big J. I don't even know.
Big J. I know a lot of people ain't heard of him, but dude is funny, man. Like, He's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I think he did that song, Show Me Your, what was it? Show Me Your.
Oh, is he the guy who does all those songs? Like the stuff? Where everything's about a titty? Like one titty?
It's about a titty. Everything's about a titty.
Every song is about one titty.
He's on tour right now.
Yeah, dude. He's, next week we're going Nashville. Yeah, we're going to Nashville. Yeah. And he's gonna be there Friday, but we're leaving Thursday.
Oh,
he's gonna be there Friday night. We're leaving Friday morning. Yeah,
you saying that today, friend? Big J.
I don't want to spend the money.
Not that funny. Like, go listen to his podcast on the way home.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
We'll just YouTube the show afterwards. Somebody
who would be yours, Parker? Your honorable mention.
Mine is actually, this was who I was considering. I said I was between three people, but it was only two comedians. One, like I said, it was either Sarah Silverman or, and this is a weird one again, and I think it counts as one, the Sklar brothers.
Okay,
because they did their stand-up together.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. As one.
Is that the black dude or the white dude?
No, that's the dudes who did Cheap Seats, like the ESPN show where they made fun.
Right, okay, the white dude.
They're hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Their timing. I don't know who they're a set of black twins.
Yeah, they're like young guys.
Oh, I don't know.
Younger guys, glasses.
I'm sure they're very funny though.
They are funny.
Yeah, I had actually mine was David Cross. That was going to be my fifth one.
Get that. That's a good call. Steve, you got anyone?
Yeah. I was going to go real old school. And this is a guy who never gave a shit about anything. He would say anything to anybody. And that was Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
Oh,
he was on the short list for sure.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. He did not give a shit.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the conclusion of an extra long episode of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast.
Hey, that's what she said.
long show.
Welcome back to the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. It is episode number 80. It is well into the night, morning, or middle of the day, whatever time you're listening. We have been on. So again, you're joined by Steve from Pop Culture Pros. They are so gracious to let us share their airwaves, and we appreciate that very much.
Yes, we do.
So, Freddie, you got anything else for tonight?
No, man. I'm wrapping this shit up. You know what I'm saying? I think we had a good episode. We had fun. We had laughs.
Miami party.
Just listen.
That's probably came from his.
Listen to the Glenn Ralph podcast.
This is okay. So just so you know, Fred. Yep. I think this is the first time you've ever been on another, other than Ryan and.
I did that. Yeah, we talked
Ryan
about that.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on anything else other than that?
Other than that, no, I don't think so.
He's a hard get.
I am.
We barely even get him here for the show. Most of the time, he pre-records his lines. We just have to soundboard him.
Soundboard him in.
That's why if you ever hear him, sometimes we recycle him. Because he only gives us so many a week. That'd be awesome. So yeah, well, listen to the Glenn Ralph show. Of course, like I said, listen to our buddies Ryan Tates, everything. Check out the Pop Culture Pros Network. They are awesome. There's a show for whatever you're into.
There you go.
Like there really is, and everybody that I've interacted with and talked to have been awesome.
They've even got scat stuff.
They might. If they don't, Fred, you can definitely start one.
Yeah.
No idea is a bad idea for a podcast.
Yeah. If you have a podcast about scat,
somebody
contact Steve.
Yeah. As long as Fred has skeet,
Make sure to copy Fred on it. He loves that shit, literally.
Yeah, he does.
So Steve, you got anything? Any parting words of wisdom for our audience other than listen?
I appreciate you having me on. This is a lot of fun. Timmy told me how he had a blast when he was on with you guys. I'm just happy to have you guys on the network. It's good fun. It's good comedy. It's good people.
That's it. That's
I'm gonna make Allan and Fred get on other people's shows.
Fuck Matt Parker.
Yeah, I agree. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Hashtag that shit.
Whatever gets it going. Shit.
Well, that's what I assumed, Fred. When you said you went on the show tonight, I assumed it was just you talking shit about me because I was on it last week, and I talked shit about a little bit of shit about you, but I was like, he'll never listen.
I did.
I know you did, and I appreciate it. That's probably why you went on.
I was like, fuck you, Matt Parker.
You're like, now is my revenge.
Brady's got one single solitary tear coming down.
Tears of a rat.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, have you ever seen, like, we've had my wife on the show a couple times, and that hasn't destroyed me. Yeah. She hasn't destroyed me yet, but we're on the way. So, all right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you again for listening. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Good night, everybody.
BLC you later.
BLC you in the next time.
See you in the next one. Oh, all right. Thank you.
Good show, fellas, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
We got to get an outro.
We are laughing. And we are very good friends. Good buddies, sharing a special moment.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the men's side.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, what a day. What a day.
Well, that's all, folks.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Goddamn hit. Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
As you know, I'm a man of special needs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.